Chapter 66, California. March 2021, we moved to America, again to a country with no friends and no family. 15 years I dreamed of living in California. We moved thanks to Vanya. Palm trees, the ocean, sun. Artem was 5. Vanya had a job. He transferred within Amazon. I thought, now we'll move and I'll definitely leave him as soon as I go back to work, as soon as I get on my feet, as soon as I have my own money, my own contract, my own independence. This plan lived inside me like a life raft, like the only reason not to drown. It gave meaning. Endure now, because later will be different. Later, in America, real life would begin. In the first week, I went outside barefoot, just because. The asphalt was warm, the palms rustled, the air smelled of something sweet and unfamiliar. For a second I thought, maybe here it will work. Not to live differently, just to live. The second passed, but the body remembered it. But until later arrived, I had to survive until then, and I chose the strategy that seemed the only one possible. Don't provoke, don't anger, don't upset, don't give a reason. Become invisible, silent, perfect, so he wouldn't start again, like when we first moved to Toronto and he was the sole provider. I walked on eggshells around Vanya, literally, cooked what he liked, said what he wanted to hear, didn't argue, didn't object, didn't show irritation, didn't show exhaustion, didn't show anything that might trigger that look. The contemptuous one and the scream with bulging eyes that makes the blood run cold. Everything I did was subordinated to one thing. Just don't let him start screaming again, like in Toronto. I avoided aggression. My whole life I'd avoided it. This wasn't a new strategy. It was the only one I knew. With grandmother. Read her by the sound of footsteps. If heavy, today would be bad, need to be quieter. With Maxime. Stay silent, endure, don't talk about money. Now with Vanya, walk on eggshells so he won't scream. In 12 years of marriage, I showed him my anger 4 times. 4. In 12 years. Once, threw a coffee mug at the wall. Second, smashed dishes in his vase. Actually didn't smash it. The floor tile cracked, the vase survived. Third, threw his old tablet into the bathtub when he refused to keep a promise. Fourth, said, "Fuck you." The 4th time happened after we'd already separated, after 12 years, after therapy. 4 times in 12 years, Thane, and I remember each down to the details because each was a catastrophe for me. Not for him, for me, because showing anger meant losing control, and losing control meant becoming grandmother. Becoming the person who screams, hits, frightens. Becoming what I'd hated since age 5 and feared more than death. California. 15 years of dreams, and I walked on tiptoes. Same fear, same sentry inside. Fear, the feeling that no one needs you, the feeling that you're in the way, the feeling that if you disappeared, it would be quieter. And everyone would be better off. How can this be the same cage? It can. Because the cage wasn't on the outside, it was inside. And I brought it with me through Kazakhstan, Siberia, Novosibirsk, Toronto, San Diego, through all my escapes, through all my moves, through all my it will be different there. The cage traveled with me because the cage was me. Back then this sounded like a sentence. Now, like a beginning. If the cage is inside, the key is too. Later, I would understand something unpleasant, that I didn't just wait for the good to end. I helped it end. The same part that couldn't relax, couldn't be happy without anxiety, couldn't believe that good can simply last. She started destroying. Not consciously, not maliciously. Simply, the body couldn't hold good for longer than 3 weeks. And started looking for what's wrong, and found it, always found it. This is a pattern. I'd later see it in ACA clearly, with a name. The child who grew up in chaos can't tolerate stability. Stability feels like the calm before the storm, and when the storm doesn't come on its own, the child creates it, not to suffer, to finally exhale, because the weight is harder than the blow.